And in order for him to get more involved, he's going to have to go hard every play. I think he's still learning how to play in this league.
Brian Hansen, who's having a career year as a punter for the Jets, will be kicking, and Mark Say back deep for the Philadelphia Eagles. Each team has had the ball once, no score. 6:14 to go in the first quarter. Say is going to let it bounce and then fields it on the 15. And a tackle made by Cascadden in the open field, limiting Say to only a 9-yard return. No score. We'll be right back. All coming up tomorrow, the NFL on Fox. Eagles with a first down on their 24-yard line. No score. Again, Waters in motion to the left, but Denver's pass caught by Kevin Turner, and the fullback is wrestled out of bounds after a gain of about 4 or 5.
When you play this Philadelphia Eagle offense, I think the one thing you have to do in all those, and they term them West Coast offenses, but they all differ. But the one thing they're based on is timing. And I think when you play a timing offense, you have to get up and get jams outside and try to take that timing away and force them to go to something else.
John Gruden, the offensive coordinator, now has a 2 tight end alignment on 2nd and 5. And Ricky Waters nowhere, and the Jet defense led by Hugh Douglas snuffs out Waters on his 5th carry, and that'll bring up 3rd down, a gain of only 1 for Ricky.
Now, Hugh Douglas is probably the best defensive lineman on that team. And he has some speed. He plays powerful at the point at times. He uses his hands better than I saw him at the beginning. The good thing for them, he's going to continue to get better because it's only his 2nd season of playing down.
He's the anchor of that defensive line that brings up 3rd and 4. Pressure on Detmer, and Detmer goes on top, intended for Jason Dunn, the tight end, and incomplete, and once again the Eagles will have to kick it away.
And once again on 3rd down, the New York Jets come with a blitz, and they employ that pressure thing. The ball's going to have to come out quick. We're going to force Detmer to make decisions. That's what Indianapolis did Thursday night, and that's what a lot of teams are doing now. You can see coming up on the side, Victor Green 21, Marvin Jones 54. You're going to have to make a decision right away.
Tommy Hunt with a successful pooch punt in his first attempt. And this is an end-over-end line drive kick. Wayne Corbett is back, and it will be down by the Eagles inside the 20-yard line. So the score remains 0-0 following Hutton's 50-yard kick. Another nightmarish year for Rich Kotite. 1 win this year, 3 last year, and Kotite lost his last 7 games with the Philadelphia Eagles, and of course people counting the days. Kotite could be replaced after the season. No decision has been made officially by the Jets. First down for New York on the 20-yard line. Glenn Foley with a slant pass caught by Keyshawn Johnson, and he held onto it. Rookie from USC. And right now for a McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center.
Dick, tomorrow on Fox, 11-time Pro Bowler Jerry Rice and the Niners still in the hunt for the NFC West title will travel to Pittsburgh to take on the league's number 3 defense, the Steelers. Coverage begins with the pregame show at 12 noon. Back to Dick and Bud.
That's going to be a whale of a battle, JB. They see those teams advance far into the playoffs in their respective conferences. 2nd down and 5. Here's Adrian Morrell slicing off right tackle out of bounds, but the Jets have a first down close to the 35.
Hey, you know what the Jets do? David Williams has a nice block on Ray Farmer, and that's a great advantage for him. And Keyshawn Johnson again gets a block outside. That's great to see because he's got to be able to be physical when he has to. And just stay in front of the guy. Push him around, get involved in the way to let Morrell be able to get out there. Up front, though, Ray Farmer, the former strong safety, Ray Rhodes has moved him to an outside linebacker position, and he doesn't really have great size. The Jets are taking advantage of that.
1st and 10. Don Griffin has come in as an extra defensive back for the Eagles, and this pass is intercepted by Bobby Taylor. And the first turnover of the game, and the Eagles will get it in Jet territory. It was intended for Webster Slaughter, and Bobby Taylor picks it off for the Eagles.
Yeah, that wasn't great defense. That was bad. That's just a bad throw.
And for Taylor, his third interception of the year. We'll be right back. Well, the Eagles under Ray Rhodes trying to capitalize on the turnover. The interception by Bobby Taylor. They've got the ball on the Jet 43. First down in a scoreless game. Ty Detmer with a short drop and the pass knocked down. It was intended for Chris T. Jones and broken up by Gary Jones, the free safety.
And watch the interception. Keyshawn Johnson's going to be in here. Looks like he's going to stick right here, and instead of continuing it out, he stops his route. Foley looks like he's expecting him to go. Taylor just hanging back in the zone. The ball comes right to him. Then they get to the sideline. See, he's explaining himself. See, like I'm supposed to stop and go out, and so there was some miscommunication there, and that's what resulted in.
And Chris T. Jones was shaken up.
You know, in this one, I think Chris T. Jones beat his corner early and was expecting the ball to come in. Gary Jones was able to draw a bead because Detmer waited just a little too much.
Chris T. Jones being helped off the field. He's had a fine year. Second leading receiver behind Irving Fryer for the Philadelphia Eagles. And there is Foley over on the sideline.
That's it. Frank Reich is explaining to him what should go on there. He's talking to Keyshawn Johnson and Foley to get on the same page in that kind of route. Man, those are both young players.
Keyshawn Johnson's a rookie. Foley in his second year. 2nd and 10. Detmer, and hit pass is intercepted. Marcus Coleman. Marcus Coleman of the Jets, the rookie, with his first NFL interception, returns it into Eagle territory, and the Jets get it back.
Well, you're going to watch Freddie Solomon. Detmer knew he wanted to go with the ball. Freddie Solomon fell down in his route just as he was starting to break, and Detmer lets go of the ball right there. Watch, Solomon falls. That's the difference in the game. Coleman's able to just run right, in the play rather. Coleman's able to run right through. Look, he has him. Make your stick. Come back out. You had the right body position. Coleman's there because the receiver isn't. That's the difference.
And a 23-yard return for the 5th-round draft pick from Texas Tech. And the Jets on their 49-yard line. First down. Foley to go to the air, and down he goes. He had pressure from Mike Mamula and company from behind, and a penalty marker is down. Hollis Thomas also came storming in on Foley.
Fred Baxter, the tight end, is waving his arms all over, and there's a flag down.
Against the Eagles, it'll be holding against Philadelphia.
Watch Baxter, 84. He's going to come back in motion.
Holding defense.
Right there, gets the jam.
42. 5-yard penalty.
That's a bad call.
Automatic first down.
If Fuller got his hands on him, you're allowed to get a 5-yard jam. Now, we got his jam. He never grabbed onto him. He pushed him at the end. I mean, that's a bad call.
So the Jets get a first down on the Philadelphia 46-yard line. No score, under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Baxter, the tight end, in motion, and here's Morrell. And Morrell stopped in his tracks by Rhett Hall. No gain on the play. Will bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, the majority of the running has been at the left defensive side or the offensive right side. Kind of surprises me. Because the left defensive side, the right defensive side is Mike Mamula, and Jumbo Elliott is that big tackle. So you think you have a big guy going against a little guy, you want to try to take advantage of it. Mamula got sick 2 weeks ago and lost about 10 pounds.
He can't afford to do that.
He's under 245 right now.
2nd and 10, and a flea flicker. Burrell goes back to Foley. They have Keyshawn Johnson, and the Jets have a touchdown. Pulling out all the stops, the New York Jets get on the scoreboard first.
And you can only make that throw if you're going to have time to throw it. You're going to run all that flea flicker stuff up inside. You got to, first thing you have to do is you have to stop everybody right here. And that's the first thing they do. Now they're able to get the pocket. Look at this. Lots of time to throw. And in the second half of that is Keyshawn Johnson has got to be able to get open. And because they bid up front, he just runs right by the coverage, and the ball's right on the money, and it's 6.
That is the 8th touchdown reception by the #1 pick in the draft, Keyshawn Johnson. And Nick Lowry is on for the extra point. So Glenn Foley, after throwing the interception, comes back with a TD pass. And the New York Jets capitalize on the interception. And a 46-yard touchdown pass to Keyshawn Johnson. The Jets lead the Eagles 7-0. Glenn Foley out of Boston College in his second year, making only his second NFL start, connects with that man, Keyshawn Johnson, on a 46-yard play. And the Jets struck quickly after the interception by Marcus Coleman to capitalize on that Philadelphia turnover, and the 1-13 Jets lead the Eagles 7-0. Don Silvestri will kick off for the Jets. Derek Witherspoon, Mark Say are deep into the end zone, and will be down there by Witherspoon, and the Eagles will take it out on the 20.
And they're going to go with the flea flicker inside. That will draw things up. And then you watch how they walk up here. Keyshawn Johnson's just going to get, because the safety bites right here, that allows him to get to the top side. Again, time to throw the football. Johnson runs, gets behind him, and then Foley's a happy guy. You know, right there in that one play, you've just encouraged the New York Jets. If you're the Philadelphia Eagles, you wanted to pound them down early. Now you've encouraged them. Now you're going to get a big game.
Yeah, the Jets have a healthy dose of confidence now, but Ricky Waters on first down gets about 8 yards. Mike Shalensky and Victor Green bring him down, and he got a head of steam on that play.
There, he's getting help from Guy McIntyre. Guy McIntyre is another one of the changes that they made on that left side. Jermaine Mayberry shows up, and then Guy McIntyre, they use him because he's been there before. He's been in big games. He understands the urgency that Ray Rhodes is trying to get behind this offense.
Second down and 2. Freddie Solomon checks in at wide receiver. And here's Ricky Waters trying to go wide. And Aaron Glenn makes the stop out of bounds, but not before Waters picks up an Eagle first down at the 34.
You know, Ricky Waters, as of late, has been complaining to John Gruden, the offensive coordinator, about running the football more. Says, I want the ball more. I have to be able to pound the football. And you can see what's happened the last 5 games. His yards per rush have gone down. His yards per game have gone down. He hasn't had any 15-plus runs. So he keeps complaining, but he should keep his mouth shut. If he keeps his mouth shut, Gruden will be able to settle into what he's doing.
Fumble, and pouncing on it quickly is Ty Detmer, but that's something that Ricky Waters has never been able to do, and that is keep quiet.
I think what happens, see, as an offensive coordinator, you're still a human being. I don't care what you are. The guy keeps yakking at you all the time, do this, do that. Pretty soon you're going to say, look, shut up. Just go play football.
That's been his history, of course, with the 49ers. But he's had a big year running the ball. 2nd and 10. Jason Dunn in motion, the tight end. And Detmer's pass intended for Fryer, short hopped, and Aaron Glenn was there on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 10. And right now the Eagles are mired in quicksand offensively, and the Jets' confidence is showing.
Yeah, and the Jets defensively are continuing to put pressure on. And they're rolling the bones. They're saying, look, we're going to keep giving you pressure, and we're going to trust our corners to play tight. And Ty Detmer, you have to beat us with perfect throws.
3rd down and 10. 3 wide receivers for the Eagles. And Hugh Douglas nails Detmer, fumble, but the play was blown dead. But the New York Jets, with an aggressive defense that Matt is talking about, get their first sack of the game and a loss of 8 yards.
Yeah, now this is a nice change-up by the New York Jet defense, because now they're not going to go with the blitz. Now they're going to go with the 4-man rush, and Jermaine Mayberry gets beat to the top side by Hugh Douglas. What happened? They go back.